Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to the Ipswich Show. Welcome to our very own comedy hypnosis show. My name is Stephen Anderson. I am the Outback Hypnotist and we are ready to begin. I am looking around, I'm seeing some eyes that are really focusing on me and thinking that there are some people in the crowd today that just want to be hypnotised, and I'm looking forward to that happening real soon. But before I begin, there are just a couple of things that I need you to know. If you are teetering with the thought as should I volunteer to be up here with the Outback Hypnotist, but I think I'm going to be terribly, terribly embarrassed, that is not going to happen. I don't do anything that is going to embarrass you. I don't do anything that is going to make you blush. I don't ask you any questions that you don't want to answer. I just make sure that you are going to have a fabulous time. Okay? You are not going to wake from trance and find your knickers hanging up above the lights here, because I don't do that anymore. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I love to start the show by giving everybody the opportunity to feel what it's like to become a part of hypnosis. Okay, so everybody that's watching me right now, absolutely everybody that's watching me, I'd just like you to put your hand up like that. Okay, we're in search of a couple of people to help me demonstrate. Now, put your finger and your thumb together. And in a moment, I'm going to ask you to stare at your finger and thumb. And when I do, I'll ask you to start imagining. Now, stare at your finger and at your thumb. And imagine that you can feel a slither of super glue between that finger and that thumb. And when you feel that slither of super glue between that finger and thumb, notice how warm it is. And as you notice how warm it is, feel it starting to cool. And as it cools, feel it go hard and stick. And the moment you know that that finger and that thumb is stuck together, you can try and open it and find you can't. The moment you know that, you can try to open it and find you can't. And the moment you know you can't open that finger and thumb, just put your hand straight above your head. Okay, we've got 1, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need a couple of demonstrators because we're going to do a couple of things here to show you what hypnosis is like. Would you like to come and help me demonstrate? Yeah. Would you like to come and help me demonstrate? Come on up, ladies. Okay, so there's a couple more little tricks I'm going to show you now where everybody can learn just a little bit more about hypnosis. Come on up. Now, could I have you standing on this side of me? Is there anyone with their fingers still stuck together? Yeah, we got a couple? Right, watch this. Okay, you ladies don't. Watch this. If you blow on it, it'll open right up. Okay, now, can I have you right here? And what's your name?
Melissa.
Hello, Melissa. And you are?
Rebecca.
Rebecca, is that finger? Just blow on it. See, easy. Okay, hello, Rebecca. Hello, Melissa. Now, what we're going to do, I'll just get you two ladies to be my demonstrators and we'll all do it together, okay? Are we ready? Now, this is the next little hypnotic phenomenon you can experience. Put your hands together like a good little altar boy or girl, because we're not gender biased. And now interlock your fingers. Okay, in a moment, not yet, but in a moment, I'm going to ask you to lift your fingers up like that and look directly in between them. When I ask you to lift your fingers and look directly in between them, I'd like you to imagine that there is a magnet in the tip of each finger. Are we ready? Up we go. Stare between the fingers. Feel those magnets pulling those fingers tighter and tighter and tighter together. And notice how, even though you're trying not to let them move. They're moving closer and closer together. Is not that just the coolest thing you have ever seen? Isn't that amazing? I'm looking here, I've got two big alpha males up the front here who are doing their damnedest to keep their fingers apart, but they're still moving tighter and tighter together. And I've got a lady over there who's going hard as she's on red trying to stop it happening. And there we go. Now one more. Again, if your fingers are totally stuck, just blow on them and they'll open up. Easy as that. One more. Is everyone ready? Who wants to try a third time? Okay. This time, hands directly out in front of you like this. Okay, now that those hands are out in front of you, I'd like you to close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, I'd like you to just turn one hand over. Perfect. Now imagine in that hand that you've just turned over that I have just placed two very, very large leather books. And those two very large leather books are starting to apply pressure on that hand, and feel that hand starting to weaken just a little bit because of the weight of those books. And now imagine that in the other hand I tie a giant helium balloon, and feel that helium balloon start tugging higher and higher and higher, because it's a massive helium balloon pulling your body higher, holding your legs nice and solid, pulling your arm higher and higher and higher, while the books are just pushing lower, down, 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 down. And now what I'd like you to do is just open your eyes and look at where your hands are. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that just so cool? Now I'm looking around at some people who've just experienced a little bit of hypnosis, and they know that if they were to come up here, they would have a fabulous time this afternoon. Melissa, would you like to stay?
Yes.
Rebecca, would you like to stay?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I see a lady there that would like to join us. Would you like to come up and join us? No, definitely not. How about this lady here? Would you like to come and join us? Now, I'm looking out there for the people who know that they are very good hypnotic subjects. And I'm looking for... I think she's having second thoughts. Are you having second thoughts? No. Okay, you're coming up? Okay, excellent. Now, I'm looking out, I'm looking for some more people. Is there anyone else that would like to join us? Okay, guys, I'm going to leave the young ones for the moment. Now, you girls missed all the stuff that started. So you're going to be jumping right into it if you're going to come up. Okay, we've got 3 people. Come on over here with us. I'm not having much luck with volunteers today. Yes, come on up. We'll do this. Okay, I'm looking around. Is there anyone else? Yes, please come up. The man in the grey shirt. You'd like him up here, would you? Bring him up. Why not? No, please, that you're being videoed. This will be on YouTube this evening. Okay, now, lady in the maroon top, you look so hypnotisable to me. Okay, how many are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got half a dozen people. That's probably a pretty good start. No one else? Okay, look, we've got one teenager. Mum, is it okay if he comes up? Okay, now, have you got your phone on you? Hand it to your mum. If there's one thing that'll drag a kid out of hypnosis, it's a bloody mobile phone. Okay, come on, move quickly. Was that the same kid? Oh, why not? Come on, couple of teenage boys, why not? Playing with fire, aren't I? Okay, now you're Rebecca, and you are?
Rebecca.
Oh, Rebecca and Rebecca, hello. And you are? Cody. Now, as I'm walking here, I'd like you all to line up on this line here. And you are? Nathan. Nathan and? Lila and?
Nikki.
Hello, Nikki. And you are?
Riley.
Riley. Okay, so are you all lined up on that line? You are. Perfect. First thing I would like you to do is take your feet and put them about shoulder width apart. Okay, that's it. Now, did I ask you if you've got your phone? Do you have your phone? Good. Okay. Now, 1 foot, move forward about the length of your foot. Perfect. Okay, let's see, that's looking good, that's looking good. Melissa, can you move that way just a touch? And can you move this way just a touch? A little bit more. Both feet, keep coming, keep coming. I know she's got girls' germs. That's it, perfect. Okay, now, can everybody please stare at their foot? As you stare at your foot, would you like me to take those? As you stare at your foot, feel it starting to push into the ground. Allow it to push into the ground. As it pushes into the ground, feel the pressure grow. And as the pressure grows, know that that is getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And as it gets heavier and heavier and heavier, just feel that now. Next, imagine that you can feel a sticky, gooey, gluey substance start to appear between your foot and the stage. And as you feel that substance start to appear between your foot and the stage, you'll feel the warmth of it, that icky, gluey, chewy type substance. And as you're staring at your foot, I don't know if it'll start at the toe and work backwards, or if it'll start at the heel and work forwards, but it will fill that void between your foot and the floor. And now feel that warmth, and as you feel that warmth, notice it's starting to get cooler. And as it starts to get cooler, notice it's starting to harden. And as it hardens, notice it stick. And now your foot is stuck to the floor. And the most amazing thing is, the moment you know that that foot is stuck to the floor, you can try and lift it and find you can't. The moment you know it's stuck to the floor, you can try and lift it and find you can't. Now tell me, Rebecca, isn't that the coolest feeling you've ever had?
Yes.
It is, yes. Now, wow, I'm going to have fun with you. Hello, Rebecca. Are you enjoying this?
Yep.
Good. How are you? What was your name again? Cody. How's your foot feel?
Weird.
Weird. And your name again? Nathan, how's your foot feel?
Heavy.
Heavy, good man. Hello. It feels hot and stuck? A little? Okay, it's a little stuck. Did they just drop down on your head? I'll leave them there. Hello, Melissa, how's your foot feeling? Very heavy and stuck. And I've forgotten your name. And Nikki, how's your foot feeling?
Feels warm and tight.
Warm and tight. And how about you, Riley?
Just feels strange.
Feels strange. Okay. Do they all feel stuck? Look at me and nod. Yes? Perfect. What I need you to know, what I need everybody to know is that stuck is expandable. We can make stuck stronger. Okay? So, where should I start? Nikki, can I start with you? Okay, can you take that stuck? Okay, may I have your hand? Yep, that one will do fine. Bring that stuck all the way up. Now leave it there, but expand it all the way up into your shoulder. Feel it? No, that's right, but I want you to expand it right up through your body into your shoulder and then into your hand. And just move this way a bit. Stuck, okay? So now your foot's stuck to the floor and your hand is stuck to young Riley. Isn't that cool? Now, can I have this hand? And I'd like you to take that stuck and I'd like you to stick it right there. Okay? Now, Melissa, can I have this hand? Now, can you bring that stuck all the way up from your foot, across your shoulders, and into your hand? And stuck. Can I have your hand? And stuck. I shouldn't have sat husband and wife beside each other, should I? But I can, this is a family-friendly show, okay? It's always family-friendly at the Ipswich Show. But can I have this hand, and can I have the stuck? And stuck. Okay, so see, husband and wife, I'm allowed to. Now stuck, tight, 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 and stuck, and stuck, stuck. No, maybe not. Stuck, 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 stuck. Who have I missed? Who have I missed? Anyone? There's one arm there. Ah, Riley. Stuck. And no, right there. Stuck. And Melissa, just for the fun of it, we'll stick you right there. Stuck. Now, I don't know if you are social media type people, but I reckon if we have a look at this, it might just be an Instagram moment. So if you've got your phones, get them out, take a shot, post it to Instagram, post it to Facebook, tag the Outback Hypnotist. This is the beginning of the show. Okay. So is that all of the photos done? We got one more happening right now, two more happening right now. Everyone on stage, look at me. Now, as my hand lowers, you will find your hands come unstuck. Your feet will double up. They'll be twice as stuck, both of them, but your hands will come unstuck. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Now, are both of your feet stuck? That's a yes. Melissa? How about you? Forgot your name. Cody. What's this bit? You're standing up in front of all these people. Take your hands out. Look cool. That's not... Is it? Cody, both your feet stuck? No. Very good. That one's stuck? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. See, teenagers. Rebecca, feet stuck, both of them?
Yes.
And yours? Okay, so what we're going to do again, look at my hand. As my hand lowers, your feet will come unstuck and you'll find that there is a chair right back there just for you. Okay? If we can try and do the boy-girl thing, that would be great. So, your feet are unstuck. Take a seat, guys. Is there enough seats? 2, 4... Look at that, perfect. That's close enough. That's close enough. Okay. Now. Okay. Can I have you sitting back? That's it, perfect. Excellent. Now. Do you feel hypnotised? Meh. Okay. Do you feel hypnotised? Don't know. Do you feel hypnotised?
I did.
You did? Okay. Now, could I ask everyone, see how these hands are sat just like that on the lap? Can I have everyone's hands just like that? Actually, yours I'd really like up there like that. Just one hand. Okay. Now, can I have yours? Thank you. Now look at me right underneath my eye. Is my pink hat distracting? I'm a bald man. I had to stand in the sun before. Distracting. We'll get rid of my pink hat. Okay. Right. I'd like you to look right underneath my eye there, okay? And take it. Oh, I better take those. I'll be right back. You don't need them to see, do you? Okay. Do you know where to look? Okay, take a nice deep breath and out. And in. And this time close your eyes and out. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Melissa, if you can just look underneath my eyes, take a deep breath and sleep. All the way down, that's perfect. Come on. Okay, just look under my eyes and sleep. Perfect. And your turn. And sleep. Good. And you know this guy? You're about to get much closer to him. Ready? Sleep. All the way down. Okay, are we ready? We might lose that. You look much better without it. Okay. Right. Look right there. That can go down there like that. Just on the shoulder. Okay. Ready? Take a deep breath. And again. And out. And in. And close your eyes and sleep. All the way down. All the way down. Okay, ready? And sleep. All the way down. Okay, I'm going to stand you back up, Rebecca, just for a second. Mate, I think we're not quite there with you. Thank you for trying. I really appreciate you trying, but maybe next time. Don't forget your hat. Don't forget your hat. Good on ya. Could I get you to move up to this one here? And sleep. Okay. This hand. And now look under my eye. And sleep. Perfect. That's it. Now look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, look what we've got. I would like to introduce you to the stars of the show this afternoon. Can I have a great big round of applause for the stars of our show? They are just fabulous. They are just fabulous. Okay, for everyone that is sitting on the stage, on the count of three, I'm going to ask you to come back to me. But before I do, know and remember the position and the feeling you are having right now. And when I call sleep this afternoon, know and remember this position and just drop back into this position, having the same feeling, having the same everything, and just be fabulous. Now, on the count of three, I'm going to ask you to come back to me. I'm going to ask you to sit straight up with your hands on your lap, and I'm going to ask you to look forward with your eyes closed. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. That's everybody all the way back, sitting straight up, hands on your laps, eyes closed, looking forward. Have you lost something, Rebecca? No, just close those eyes down. Yes, he vanished along the way. That's fine. Okay, now, with your eyes closed, I want you to go on a little bit of a journey. This journey is deep inside, because inside every one of us we have a place called the control room, and that control room is the place that controls every part of your life. It controls how fast your fingernails grow, it controls how fast your hair grows, it controls how fast your heart beats, it controls everything in your life. And now what I'd like you to do is look around the room, when you will see dials, and you will see switches, and you will see levers, and you will see gauges, and you will see everything that's in that control room, and you're looking for one very special dial or gauge or lever or switch, and that is the one that's labelled imagination. And what I'd like you to do is physically reach out and find that control and turn your imagination up. Physically reach out right now and turn your imagination up. Actually reach out with your hands, visualize that right in front of you, and then turn it all the way up. And know that when you are finished here today, if you want to turn it back down, it will automatically do that. If you don't, then you're going to have a fabulous day right till you go to sleep at night. Now, put your arms down, and now I'd like you to start using that imagination. You see, today you all are here as members of the Ipswich Show Orchestra, and right below your feet is your instrument. So right now I'd like you to reach down below your feet and take your instrument in your hand. Now it's your own chosen instrument. Reach down below your feet, take your instrument into your hand, and be prepared to play. And now, are you ready? Let's go. And play that instrument hard, and play it well, because you are the Ipswich Show Orchestra. And just do as much as you can do. Keep it going, that's it. Play your buns off, that is it. Playing hard, playing flat out, playing your instrument right now. Okay, I think I see a banjo in this orchestra, that's fabulous. Playing hard, playing loud, that is it. 100% playing as much and as hard as you possibly can. Perfect, 100 now. That's it. That is it. And now, make it softly, make it quietly, and just play along, knowing that you are a professional musician, and you, as that musician, can do exactly what you need to do. And there we go. Strong again, playing hard. That's it. Perfect. 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 Absolutely perfect. Okay. Now. What we're going to do, this lady that I'm touching right now is a phenomenal signer. So she is the type of person that can talk with her hands and speak to the hearing impaired. She is so good, she is world renowned. She is so good that she has created her own type of signing and can, for anybody, will be able to understand what she's saying when she is doing this signing. So if I can ask just this lady to come back to me. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. Hello. Nikki, is it? Okay, Nikki, you can open your eyes, and I understand that you are world-renowned signage expert. Fabulous. I've got a problem. I was wondering if you could help me. Okay, could you come up here with me? The people just down here, now they've come from the Deaf Society and they are hearing impaired and they can't understand a word I'm saying. So if you could translate for me, it'll just make it so much better for them. Would you do that for me? That's perfect, thank you. Okay, now, the rest of the people on the stage. The rest of the people on the stage. Perfect. It's a full body sign language you do, isn't it? Perfect. And everyone else on the stage, when you come back to me on the count of 3, you will, when you see me touch my nose, feel like you have been stuck in the backside with a pin. Perfect. And you will, when you see me touch my nose, feel like you have been stuck in the backside with a pin. And it is going to hurt. It is going to be like a real pin. Your imagination is right up. It is going to hurt. So 1, 2, 3, come back to me. Okay. Oh, it's very tiring doing this hypnosis thing. What do you think? Are you starting to feel a bit tired there, Melissa? Little bit, yeah, that's okay. Good thing about hypnosis is we can wind ourselves right back up. Look, it's okay. She's our sign expert and she's just doing some signage for the people out the front. Okay, so I need to tell you a story as to why I'm so tired. You see, I've got a little bit of a cold, a little bit of a flu, and the reason I've got this cold, this flu, is because I'm from Nanango. Can you spell that out? Nanango? Very good. Nanango is sort of like sunshine, and the people in Nanango would love that. And Nanango's about 2 hours north, so I have to drive 2 hours to get to Ipswich. And everybody at the moment is crook in Nanango. And it starts off with a bit of a funny feeling nose, and when you... What happened? Me? No, seriously, I was right here, wasn't I? And I did nothing, did I? It's funny, look, what happened?
You did it.
Did what?
You put a needle under our asses.
Oh, did you feel anything?
Yes.
What did you feel?
Something big me on.
Like something bit you on the bottom. It couldn't have been him, could it? No, okay. Did you feel anything?
Yes.
What did you feel?
Stabbing.
Stabbing. How about Rebecca?
Like a little thing.
Like a what?
Like a little thing.
Little thing. Okay. This, Rebecca?
Like a pinch.
Like a pinch. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what's happening, but I'd be a little bit worried about the person sitting beside you. Okay? And so just don't worry too much. I think everything will be cool. Is everything going okay? Good. Excellent. Now, once it gets past the nose, should I just continue my story? Okay, once it gets past the nose, it is him, isn't it? Is he still? It's me, it's not me. Okay, once it gets past the nose, ladies and gentlemen. Can I finish my story? Okay, it moves down to the throat, and the throat starts to get very raw. And then very, very quickly it moves down to the tummy, and the tummy starts to gurgle and gurgle and gurgle and gurgle. And do you want to guess what happens next? Can you guess what happens next?
You have diarrhea?
Not yet. Okay, can you guess what happens next? Okay, what happens is that tummy empties itself. Not that way. That way. That's it. Perfect. So we start off with a bad, looking at me, we start off with a bad nose, and then we move on to a sore throat, and then a tummy that's really gurgling, and then the gurgling becomes massive, like projectile type stuff, just everywhere, just crazy. And then the final part of the flu before you start to get better is your tummy evacuates itself the other way. So how did that go? Yeah, no, it's not pleasant at all. Now, just before we're done, I just wanted to point out, you know the people that were down here that were hearing impaired? They got up and left. They did about 5 minutes ago. How do you feel about that? Pretty sad, yeah. Okay. Can I get you to go back to your seat? Could you do that? That's fabulous. Now, what I'd like to ask everyone to do is just look up at my hand and know that as my hand goes down and I call sleep, you'll just drop straight back into that place that you remember so well. Sleep. All the way down. All the way down. Right. How old is our crowd? Okay. We'll grab this guy. We'll see if we can get him in trouble. Okay. The fellow I am touching right now, you have the most incredible sense of smell in the world. You are just amazing at how well you can smell. You can actually smell so well, it's better than the dogs at the airport. Your nose works that well. You can smell it when a boy is wearing his girlfriend's perfume. And there are 3 people in the audience today who are wearing their girlfriend's or their wife's perfume. And that is what I'd like you to seek out for me. So when you come back to me, I'd like you... Wait, 1, 2, 3 when you come back to me, so stay down for a moment. When you come back to me, actually you can stay down, you can keep looking. I don't want you to call attention to them, but I want you to hold this above their head, point it towards the sky and go like that. But don't call attention to them, okay? Can you head off and go and find those people for me? Use your smell, I need you to use your smell, and you've got a good looking nose there, and you'll find them out in the audience. So head off down there and you can sleep. All the way down, that's it, perfect. Okay, the lady I am touching right now, when you come back to me, the number between 2 and 4 will vanish from your mind. The lady that I am talking to right now, when you come back to me, the number between 2 and 4 will vanish from your mind. The gentleman I'm talking to right now, with a nod, do you have ID in your pocket? Okay, the gentleman I'm talking to right now, the name in your mind, the name that you were born with, the name that you have always lived with, use your nose there, young Riley. You need to smell it out. You'll smell it, it'll be there a mile away. The gentleman I'm touching right now, when you come back to me, the name that has been yours for your entire life will vanish from your mind and it will be replaced with Mary. When you come back to me, you will be named Mary. Okay, when the lady I'm touching right now, when you come back to me, the person beside you will reek. The person beside you will smell so bad that you will almost gag. When you come back to me on the count of 3, the person beside you will smell really bad. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. Okay, Riley, you've got to use your nose, mate. And just, that guy right in front of you. Back towards me, I reckon he's wearing his girlfriend's. Just give him a sniff and see if it's right. Just, is that him? That's him. Let everyone know. Don't bring attention to him. He's not going to hit you, promise. Okay, Riley, come on back up here, mate. Come on back up here. Maybe that nose wasn't as good as I thought it was. I have a little bit of a trouble with people's names. I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name.
Mary.
Mary, okay. Mary, who named you Mary?
My parents.
Your parents. Why are you looking at him a bit funny?
Because that's not Mary.
That's not Mary? What's his name?
It's Nathan.
You say it's Nathan. How would you know?
Because he's my husband.
Right. Look, this lady here claims to be your wife and she says your name is Nathan. What is your name?
Mary.
Mary. And it's always been Mary, hasn't it?
Yes.
It has. Look, would you bet me? Would you put money on the table and say that your name's Mary if I said it's not?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's see. How can we prove it? How can we prove it? I know. Do you have any ID?
Yes.
Can I see it? This is only an hour-long show, mate. Now, there's a good husband. Perfect. Okay, let's have a look. Got lots of cards in there, Mary. That one? Is that it? Okay. That looks like you. And I haven't got my glasses on. Does that say Mary? What does it say?
Nathan.
Okay, so, but your name is?
Nathan.
According to that, but what's your name?
Mary.
Okay, so this can't be yours.
No.
And you took it out of that wallet?
Yeah.
Okay, so that wallet can't be yours. You think it is, but it's not. It's someone else's. You're Mary, right?
Yeah.
You should give it to me, Nathan. The wallet. You can't keep someone else's wallet, can you? Is it her wallet? You have her wallet. Okay, you can keep your wallet. You can keep your wallet. Okay, now, put them all back in. Take a seat back down. Is everything okay over here? You're looking a little bit funny.
Smells shit.
You can smell what? Oh no, where's it coming from? Right there? It can't be, can it? Really? And I don't know what's happened there. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what's happened here. What else did I... Hello? I'm wondering, because I'm not remembering. I think it was you. Let's find out. Can you do me a favour? Are you any good at mathematics? Could you tell me what 6 divided by 2 is? 3. Okay, cool. Can you tell me what 6 divided by 2 is? 4. Would you come up here with me for a moment, please? So I've got a big problem. Mary over here is picking on me. And you see, I've got a bit of a disability. I've got 6 fingers. Do you see them? And you can see that there's 6 fingers there. Yes. Could you do me a favour and prove to everyone and just count them for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, try again. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes it takes a little while to get in there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Do you want to try that again?
1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, how about that hand? I should have put it over there. I'll do this again. Try again.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so that hand's got 6 fingers, and that hand's got 6 fingers, and 6 and 6 is
12.
12. So I've got 12 fingers all up. Okay. Melissa, no, Melissa's shaking her head. Come up here and talk to us, Melissa. Okay, you don't think that's right? No. Could you do me a favour? I just want you to take the mic and hold it at Nikki's mouth, and she's going to count all 12 of my fingers and prove you wrong. Okay?
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Yeah. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So that's 6, and that's 6. Doesn't make sense? Okay. Now I want your legs to stay strong. Okay? And take my hand, and they're going to stay solid. Totally solid, and you're going to... There we had a hypnotic fail, ladies and gentlemen. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to put her to sleep standing up again. Okay. But look at me in the eye and know that the number between 7 and 9 is going to vanish from your mind. Totally and completely vanish from your mind. So if you were to count it, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Got me? Okay, so can you now do me a favour and count my hands and prove her wrong?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Let's do this. You count those ones.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
You continue with those ones.
7, 8, 10, 11, 12.
It doesn't make any sense at all, but we came up with the 6 plus the 6, which is 12. I'm not hiding any fingers, I promise. Ladies, take a seat. Take a seat, and we will all try and work this out. And yep, you take a seat right there, and we'll make sure those legs are steady. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at me. Watch my hand and sleep. Now, this gentleman here, when you come back to me, every time you hear this sound, you will jump up like an angry steer that's just down in the cow pavilion down there and moo very loudly. You will jump up and like an angry steer and moo very loudly. This lady here, when you come back to me, you will, when you see the gentleman beside you jump up and moo like an angry steer, you will jump up and go cock-a-doodle-doo just like the birds down in the pavilion down the bottom there. And this lady here, your nose is back to normal, or actually it's got even more than normal. It's no longer the lady beside you smelling bad. She is now the best smelling thing you have ever smelt in your entire life. When you come back to me, she will smell better than anything you have smelt in your entire life. And this lady here, when you come back to me, my name will be Stephen Scissorhands. My fingers will be sharp as scissors, and every time I touch you, you will cut, you will bleed, and that's fine because I have band-aids to cover that up, so everything will be fine. My name to you will be Stephen Scissorhands, as my name to you will also be Stephen Scissorhands. Fingers as sharp, so sharp that they will actually cut. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. What's happening over here?
Smell flowers.
You can smell flowers. Well, that's a lot better than before, isn't it?
Yes.
It's okay. We're having a conversation in the middle up here. What's happening up here, ladies? Please stay away. Why is that? Actually, when I look at it, there's something there. What's happened? Hang on one sec, I can fix that. are you? Is everything all right? You're looking a bit concerned there. Is something... Say that again.
Do not touch me.
I promise. But it's just there's something right there. There. Do you feel... I'm not sure what it was. Is everything okay? Okay. I just did. Don't touch it? Too sharp. Okay. Are you bleeding? You look at that on your chin. Here, take this. Okay. You got enough? What's that? Oh, sorry. What's happened there? It's there too. Look, I'm not honest, but really there's something right there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to there. Is that okay? How's everything smelling over here? Pretty, very pretty, like flowers, not like a chook yard or anything. Okay. Like you're having fun there, young Ryan. That's a really pretty tattoo. Sorry, here. Take that. Is everything okay? Yeah, you should probably sit back down, sorry. Yeah. Nikki, I really like that tattoo. Oh, sorry. You look like you're having a great time. What's happening over here?
Everyone's going crazy.
Everyone's going crazy? Is that what's happening? I'm not sure. Okay, now, I don't know why I'm carrying this around. Okay? Is everything okay, Nikki? Yeah? You all right over here? Those, look, they look blunt. They feel sharp. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that. Hang on, I should give you a what? Hang on, maybe. Nikki, you're really giving me a complex here. It's almost like you don't like me. Is something wrong? What? You won't. None. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's. Have you got that on now, Nikki? Is it on and ready to go? Okay. Can I have everyone looking up here? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sleep. Now, when you come back to me, at the front of the stage, you will notice a little Papa Smurf. Now, Papa Smurf is just one of the nicest people you'll ever run into. And then, just for the hell of it, over on the left-hand side, there is a little Dorothy dinosaur. Okay? Now, Dorothy dinosaur is just gorgeous, and she is whistling a tune, and you will hear her whistling the tune. Now, she's not doing anything that will upset you. She's just there whistling away. But Papa Smurf, every time I say, Ipswich Show, the Ipswich Show, he will yell, "Shut up" at you. And he will yell it really meanly, and he will yell it directly at you. And it's your job to make sure that he knows that's not on. And your job is to put him in place. And your job is to do that this afternoon at the Ipswich Show. So what I'd like you to do, on the count of 3, is come back to me. And when you come back to me, Papa Smurf will just be a meanie, and Dorothy Dinosaur will just be happily whistling away over in the corner, not doing anything, just minding her own business, whistling away there. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. Now, Nikki, are you feeling better? Right there, there's another one. Okay. It's amazing the things that happen at the Ipswich Show, isn't it? I'll try that again. It's amazing the things that happen at the Ipswich Show. The Ipswich Show. Okay. Sometimes a whole lot of people won't take a suggestion. Look at my hand. Sleep. Okay. When you come back to me, Papa Smurf is a real little meanie. And every time I say the Ipswich Show, he will yell at you. And he will yell, shut up. And your job is to yell back at him and put him in his place and tell him to shut up back. Now, you are not allowed to cross the stage and kick him off the stage like has happened one day in the past. You are not allowed to swear at him and you are not allowed to throw things at him, but you are allowed to yell at him. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. Okay. Nikki, how'd you go? You were there tranced out, getting that band-aid happening. There's something there too. Oh, sorry. Have you got another one? There you go. I'm sorry, I did some, really... Is everything okay over here? Are you doing okay? Okay, look, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. This is my 5th performance at the Ipswich Show, and it's just starting to show. What happened there? He yelled at me. What did you hear? Did you hear anything? No. Okay. Melissa, did you hear anything?
Yes.
What did you hear?
Him doing derogative comment.
Derogative. Who was doing derogative comment?
Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf. What do you think of Papa Smurf?
I used to love him.
Used to, and now?
I think he's a derogative, disgusting man.
Derogative. And Nikki, did you hear anything?
I didn't hear much, but he's snickering about something. He looks angry.
He's angry. He does have that angry look, doesn't he? Absolutely. Snickering about something? Okay. It's yeah. I don't know what he's even doing at the Ipswich Show. Do you know what he's doing at the Ipswich Show? No? And what's... Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what did he do? Just get rid of him. What do you think of him? He's cute, of course he is. He is, he's just gorgeous, isn't he? Do you think Papa Smurf is gorgeous? And anything else? No. Okay, right. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, we are starting, yes, what was that?
I just told him to stop swearing.
Was he swearing? Now, I don't want you to repeat it, but was it a bad swear?
Yes.
It was real. Did you hear it too, Melissa?
Yes, I did.
How about you? Nathan, did you hear it? No. No, ladies, did you hear Papa Smurf? No? Okay, it seems that Papa Smurf is rather... How about you? Are you hearing any more clearly now?
No, he's just snickering really silently. He looks angry.
Silent, angry Papa Smurf. Amazing. Okay, just targeting you, okay, for some reason, that's it. Could everyone look up at me, because I've got a bit of an itchy nose and feeling a bit funny, and everyone's, and okay, and one more time, just for fun of it, okay. Now take a look at my hand, and sleep. Okay, now just before we go, the lady that I'm touching right now, when you come back to me, you will have lost your belly button. Someone will have stolen your belly button. It will have vanished from your body. It just will not be there. So when you come back to me, your belly button will have vanished from your bottom. 1, 2, 3, everyone come back to me. Now, not only do we have a rather abusive Smurf at the Ipswich Show, but we have a belly button thief. And Melissa, I understand that belly button thief found you before today. Did you hear that?
Yes.
And is that true? Has that actually happened?
Yes, my stomach's been connected shut.
It's totally flat, no belly button, totally and completely gone. Now, can you look out into the audience and tell me if you can see the person who stole your belly button?
Yes, right there, sitting there.
The man right at the very front with the Teenage Ninja Turtle? Is that a Ninja Turtle t-shirt? Sir, did you steal Melissa's belly button? Maybe. Could we have it back, please? She needs her belly button. Melissa, ask him. Ask him nicely.
He won't give it back. He's in camouflage.
In camouflage. Sir, so if she asks you nicely, will you give her belly button back?
Can I please have my belly button back?
He said yes. Hang on. Could you throw it up to me, please? Hey, mate, that's your belly button. Give me Melissa's belly button. Thank you very much. Okay, Melissa, could you just stand up there, please? Yep, right there. Now, what I'd like you to do is just have a look at it. Is that your belly button? You know, you don't think it's your belly button? You know how to tell, don't you? Just in case. Why do you not think it's yours? You have an innie. Mate, how many belly buttons have you stolen? We're looking for an innie. Take this one back. Can we have an innie, please? Thank you. Okay, Melissa, is this the one? That's it? Okay, now, are you sure it's yours? You know, there is only one way to tell, because I know you've got a very ticklish belly button, don't you? Yeah, so watch. Yeah, that's yours, definitely, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, here you go, take it back. It's all yours. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, isn't this a great show? And sleep. Right. Our show has just about come to the end. And what I'd like you to do, if you could, I would love you to give a fabulous round of applause to the people here on the stage. Let them know how incredible they have been this afternoon. They are just sensational. So, when I ask you to come back to me, on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to come back to me. And when I do that, number 1, all of the suggestions that I have given you will vanish from your mind. Those of you who have Band-Aids on, you will not even notice them. You will not even see them there. They will just be as if they were a part of your body. And the last hour of your life will vanish in time. The last hour of your life will be a total loss to you. And that will happen until you next walk through the door to a toilet. So when you next walk through the door to a toilet, all of the memories telling you exactly what has happened in this last hour will come back to you, and you will laugh because it has been so funny. So for the moment, all memory of what has happened in the last hour will vanish from your mind. Any of you wearing Band-Aids will not notice them, and you will remember when you come back through a toilet door later on in the day. Okay, 1, 2, 3, come back to me. Okay guys, look, seriously, I'm really sorry. I know I got you up here and told you that I'd be able to hypnotise you, and I told you how you would have so much fun, and I knew that I really believed I could do it. I really believed I could do it, and I'm sorry that I couldn't. And I wish I was better at what I'm doing right now than I am. But I'd like to, thanks very much. I'd like to, yeah, it's just paper. And I'd like to say thank you for trying, and I wish it would have worked, but que sera, there's not much I can do. But I think what should happen, because you've tried so hard, all of you, I think the audience should give you a great big round of applause. Could we have a round of applause for them, please? Stand up and have a bow. Stand up and take a bow. That's great. And again, I'm really sorry that I couldn't do it, but thanks, you can go back to your seats now. And I wish it was better. And I want to talk to you in a couple of minutes. Did you have glasses? I'll go and get them. Yep, I'll get those too. Those ones are yours. I'm not a glasses thief, promise. Those ones are yours. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this afternoon. I know I had a great time, and if you'd like to see it again, it's going to happen at 3:30 over on the other stage in the Lifestyle shed. It's not supposed to be called a shed. Pavilion, the Lifestyle Pavilion, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.